Alright, so first of all, I would like to thank you for clicking on this video. This video is an initiative, an attempt to pull more views because the YouTube has blocked the reach of this channel for more than 5 years because of RTR content, and all the attention of the world is getting drawn towards the explicit content on social media, which does not have any valuable content. But I believe there is some valuable content here that people should watch. So if explicit content and keywords like this pull their attention towards the garbage content, I believe that kind of practice should be tried here also sometimes. But this is not entirely a gimmick or a clickbait. I actually do have a perspective on the subject of anal sex. But first of all, I would clarify that I personally do not have any interest in exploring or performing this action. But when I watch content on this action, I have some perspective that I believe some people would like to know. So when we look at this content of anal sex, I believe it is just a fraction of the whole story. The real thing is not there. The real things are the fast that the woman has kept for at least 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours or 72 hours. The woman has to keep a day long, at least a day long fast before the action, and she has to go through at least 3 enema sessions to clean her anal cavity before getting into the action. Now, so much of effort and work shows the woman's dedication, commitment, and authenticity towards the action. The action may be performed, it is possible that it is being performed for professional reasons or for love reasons or intimate reasons, for whatever reasons. If she is getting prepared, can you imagine just keeping a fast for sexual activity? It is so much of conviction, so much of commitment, so much of dedication, so much of authenticity you need to understand. Second thing you need to understand that anal muscles of any being who has anal cavity are directly controlled by subconscious brain, and subconscious brain is by evolution for millions of years is programmed to not allow anything inside the anal cavity. The anal cavity can only push things outside, it cannot allow or let things inside. But still, the woman is mentally so prepared, rationally and logically so prepared that her body, and body is subconscious brain, starts preparing itself for a foreign body or for a foreign object to penetrate her anal cavity. Can you understand the level of acceptance, the level of comfort, the level of relaxation, the level of security, the level of trust, the level of confidence the woman has developed in her consciousness, in her whole existence, in her whole mind, in her deep levels of subconscious brain, and at the cellular levels of her body, which has more than 50 trillion cells? Can you imagine the level of acceptance, the level of trust and confidence? So this is woman's perspective. You need to understand man's consciousness. A significant part of a man's consciousness is localized on his lingam. His lingam is his identity. His lingam is his signature, his expression in this world as a man, which is not at all accepted in the society. When you look at a woman who is pregnant, you touch her stomach and you congratulate her, but you do not touch a man's lingam and then congratulate the man, because the lingam is not accepted in the society, despite the fact that lingam is the fundamental basis of all the creation. all the human creation. But the woman is accepting the lingam, she is allowing the lingam, and lingam is the very significant part of a man's consciousness. It is directly attached to the deep levels of a man's consciousness. So essentially, in totality, what is happening is the woman's deep consciousness is allowing man's deep consciousness to penetrate into her deep consciousness and interact with it, build bond with it, and communicate with it, and be comfortable with it, alive with it, enjoy the whole process. So this is the level of communication, that connection that gets built during this kind of action of anal sex, which in homosexual men Yuval Harari has also talked about in his book. But that topic does not interest me, because only what is happening between a man and a woman in a natural way, in a more consensual way, in a more healthy way is all what matters for me. What two men are doing with each other, what two women are doing with each other, that is not my interest. And what other hundreds of genders are doing with each other, I don't care. I only care for the bond and the connection of a man and a woman, except the anal sex. But since I had a specific perspective on the action, I just wanted to share with you and take its benefits. Thank you.